Hi everyone. I'm outside today because it's a beautiful day here in April of 2020. I was actually kind of thinking about my tomato plants. I'm getting excited to plant them. I always heard this old analogy around tomato plants and worries. Have you ever heard it? It goes something like, worries are like tomato plants, right? They start with a little seed, you plant them. If you tend to them, if you water them and you give them the right kind of sunlight, they're going to grow. And if you keep tending to them, they're going to go from just like a little green stick to have leaves and flowers and eventually tomatoes. And if you keep tending to those tomato plants, you're going to be eating, tomato sauce and tomato soup and all kinds of tomatoey things. I want to talk to you a little bit about worries in that respect. Do you know what a worry is? If you don't, pause this and ask a parent. But if you do know what a worry is, you might also know it to be called stress or anxiety, maybe nervousness. I want to read you a little something. So whatever you call it, worry is a thought that upsets you and it makes you feel kind of bad inside. So we want to address that. A worry can be a specific thought that makes you feel scared, like, what if mom forgets to pick me up from soccer practice? Or it could be something more like a general fluttery feeling that makes you almost sick to your stomach. So if you get nervous before you go to band lessons or go to school, things like that, even though you aren't really quite sure what's upsetting you, you still get that feeling. That's what a worry can be. Everyone feels worried at some time, so it's okay. It's normal to feel worried on your way to the doctor if you think you might get a shot or before a big spelling test with really hard words on it. Most kids get really worried if they have a new sitter maybe coming to stay for the first time, or you have to enter a dark room with no lights on just to get to the light switch, right? Lots of worries don't make sense, like worrying about monsters or worrying about no one liking you when kids play with you all the time. Whether or not a worry makes sense to other people, it sure feels real to you, right? But that's okay. Because sometimes a simple hug from a parent or a sibling or a friend can make that worry go away. It really eases your mind. Sometimes just a few nice words from someone who loves you can make that worry go away. But sometimes worries don't go away, even if your mom's never forgotten you for soccer practice or you've never entered a room and ran into a monster, right? So let's talk a little bit more about worries. Go and grab a piece of paper and some crayons or markers, and let's draw something that you worry about. Parents and adults, go ahead and talk about what the children are drawing. And don't worry, we'll work through it together. How did that go? Did you guys have fun coloring and drawing out what you worried about? Did you talk about it? Did it make you feel better? Well, that's definitely one way to make yourself feel better. There's two other ways that are how we reset our bodies whenever we're worrying. One is through activity and one is through relaxation. So the next time that you have a worry, let's talk about things that we can do that would be an activity to help us deal with the worry. One could be running up and down the stairs as many times as you can safely while your sibling counts to 100. What about rolling up a pair of socks and playing catch in the house? What about going on your bike and going for a ride with your parents' permission, of course, around the block? These are all things that are going to get your body to remember that the worry isn't what's important. It's about being alive and having fun and being active. And it'll actually reset your body to make you feel better. Yell out some things that you could do to be active to help when you're worried. What happens when you're worried and you're at school or it's bedtime or you're in the car? We can't do something super active, right? That's where relaxation can help us reset. Relaxation is where we breathe in and breathe out, and breathe in and breathe out. I want you to close your eyes. Now we're going to tighten up all the muscles in our body. And then we're gonna relax them all at the same time. It's gonna feel really good. So first, tense up all of your muscles, starting with your fists and your arms. Just tense them up nice and good. Then make your legs stiff as a board. Keep your body really, really tight. Suck in your tummy, straighten your back. Make it all really, really tight. And then count to 10 and release. If you have to do it a couple times, that's okay. Go ahead. I bet you'll be asleep in no time. So remember, there's 2 ways we can reset our body to have that bad feeling that we get whenever we worry about things to go away. We can do an activity or we can relax. Talking with a parent or an adult is definitely on the relax side of things too, and that's always the best way to do it. Talk to an adult or a family friend or your parents about anything that you're worried about. We're all here to help. Now that you're equipped to fight the worry and to handle it, dealing with it through talking, relaxation, or activity, you can be a stronger kid now when worry hits. Imagine yourself being that kid. You have no worries. You enjoy everything. And though you definitely care about the things that you care about, like doing good in school and making your parents proud, it's okay. We can make mistakes, we can meet new people, and there's always a silver lining. We don't have to worry. But when we do worry, we know what to do. Take care.